aspects of the test. Sometimes we say, oh, you're going to have a test. It's, oh my God, what is it? What is this? You know, what you get all nervous about it. But what really is a test? What do you understand as a test?
Well, for me, I often see it as an opportunity to reaffirm what I am learning. So for instance, it's something I normally would respond out of that place of the silent guilt. And I'm given served up my favorite serving of what I would respond to. And it's my opportunity to reaffirm that I'm not going to respond anymore. So that's often how I experience the test, is an opportunity to reaffirm whatever insight or new knowledge I have or awareness.
An opportunity to also to assess what we integrate, the new awareness we have, or the new skills, or just to take stock. It was take stock of the learnings or the understandings and putting into action.
For me, the tests come in have been coming in little stages. First, there's a test, and I noticed I try to fix it. I lose something, I try to find it. Then there's another stage of a little bit of a different test, another opportunity to really let go. And then finally, when I have another test and I really embodied, okay, fine, whatever, and I really don't have the emotion attached, then there's a release of that, and I really don't care. I mean, not that I really don't care. It embodied, because before I could see the issues, but I tried to fix it. And when it really is embodied, there's a sense of peace, of release, and immediately the information I needed came back to me. So it's not like I had to be attached to things. So for me, it was like a progression, the test, to first poke, then one opportunity to see if I really embodied it, and then embodied it, and it was incremental. And I felt this is the process, the waves of things that I'm living these days.
Okay, so test comes 3 times in a particular topic. It comes 3 times. One at the level of the physicality. For example, I have been, my bank have been frozen some of my money in there, so I cannot move. It's a physical thing where you feel certain that your reality is not going the way you want it. Then that first test is, am I going to get involved? Am I going to intervene? I mean, I still have to call the bank and so on and so forth. But is that part of my energy field? Is it inside of me, or is something that I am witnessing? And that's key. When it's inside of your energy field, you think that that is your problem, that you are the problem, and that you need to solve it. So the first test is, what is it that this physicality is calling me to understand? In my case, since I don't involve myself on it, I say, I just need to wait. I cannot buy any of the renovation things. No, I need to wait. It's not the time. Once that is solved at the level of the earth, where is the action? Then the soul start to organize it. If this is a recurring thing, is this attached to any belief, to any pain, to any karma? Then we reorganize a wave of information to come into the action. So then the test is, how have you operated in the past? Is this a recurring thing? Is this that every time you're gonna start a renovation project, your money get frozen? Is it every time that you're gonna start a relationship, this happens? If is any of that kind of continuity, it comes from the soul body's test. In my case, no, I don't have that pattern. So I'm not going to activate it by worrying it, by again intervening, by giving a meaning. No, just understanding I need to wait. And then it comes the test and the soul bodies, where it's a little bit longer because it's cellular and it's because it's related to memories. So all these dreams, all these extra coincidences or synchronicities that is forcing you to release that pattern comes into play. So it feels more the conflict. You feel stressed. You feel tight because the transmutation start to jerk, start to operate in the soul bodies. You are requested to release a pattern, a point of view. This need to be involved with the cellular cleansing, because that pattern is in the memory of the body. You know, I was talking yesterday with Dr. Ashgar in Greens, and he was talking about this, about panchakarma and how much information is in the cells that is constantly coming, and it's infinite. It's not like, okay, I clean that up and that's it. No, because in that you have the collective, you have the race. So it's not only at your level, personal level, but the test of you as a human. Do you want to belong to the collective of humans that have that kind of relationship, that kind of worry about money, that kind of point of view, or not? And then you say, no, I am not a human. I'm not a collective on that. And that is the test. The test in the soul bodies is renunciation. I'm not my body. I'm not what I'm thinking. I'm not a woman. I'm not a man. I'm not the dosha. I'm not the mind. I'm not the reflection of my mind. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a mother. I am not. I am not. I am not. When you renounce, immediately opens a space of emptiness in the earth bodies, and you feel in the earth body the emptiness. It's not that the emptiness have not been there. It's just that you have opened the space by renunciation. So in the earth body is wait, understand, don't react. And the soul body is renounce, let go. And the test in the spirit bodies is the reaffirmation. You need to prove to the spirit, to the vibration, that you are seriously letting go, that you're seriously waiting, that you're seriously pure, that you're seriously not guilty. Then you will have somebody manifesting and say, oh, you did not do that well. You're guilty. And that's when you test it. That's when the soul body says, so what? You perceive it your way, I am in different position. And you speak in the earth body, and you reaffirm, and you say, no, I am not dependent of your opinion. And that's the spirit test. As we know, all this is an infinity that move back and forth and feed each other. But we're constantly tested. And what is it that we're testing? In our sincerity of how you are carrying yourself. Now, when you are in the test of the spirit, you have more power. And it's in here where you, with your pure witness, your sankalpa, your acute observation of that emptiness, restructure the vibration, where you don't need anymore any panchakarma, or you don't need anymore the awareness itself. It's just the spirit, the vibrational aspect, organize itself. So the test in the spirit is, how do you receive, or how you fulfill that emptiness with more emptiness, with more awareness, with more consciousness that is free from any concept or mind, but it's a living intelligence that animates the earth, that organizes the soul, and that locates you in your true nature. So the attitude in front of the test is the first offering, is your first puja. Every test you cross, you reaffirm your self-esteem, your power, because you can say freely, I can, and you can say freely, I exist, I can manage, I am strong, because I have proved it. And that a test of receiving that truth. This is a test. Are you receiving and acknowledging that capacity? Once you have the strength, you are initiated. It may seem like a test, but it's a big difference between initiation and test. Test is more about purifications. Initiation is when life says, you are ready and you have to behave differently. You have to be a different person. You have to make a bigger jump. Once you have the strength, you have light, you have charisma, meaning the enlargement of responsibility comes to you. And life organize that and say, that person is totally capable. Why we don't give a little bit of a mission? And that's where you don't see it. It's a big difference between test and initiation. Don't confuse it. For example, if I am a master that energetically can hold the planet itself, then my behavior have to be globally involvement, meaning my home is the world, is not permanency in that. The movement is higher. You see that in spiritual teachers. Why? Not because I want to have the humans lectures and so on, but by circulating my energy in the planet in different ways, I am consolidating and putting seeds of consciousness. It's very nice to be here in paradise, but I know I have to move. We're already planning to go to Sedona. We're going to Canada. We're going to India. We're going to Europe. We're going here and there. Because energetically, the involvement is in correspondence with my vibration. But you want the attachment, the comfort. No, I don't this, da, da, da. Your energy field, as it grows, it needs a wider expression, movement. And you will feel it. You will feel bored. Say, okay, no, this is small. So that's another category of accepting your self-esteem, accepting your power. If you say no, that's as far as your power will go and as far as your sense of security goes. The smaller the circle of operation that have to be complete, you cannot skip that. The smaller your perception and the smaller your understanding of your capacity. Capacity, self-capacity is very much in relation to self-esteem. And self-esteem is related to how free you are from guilt. Observe that your partnership with guilt is saying no to the enlargement of your power, of your capacity, of your self-esteem. Do you see the connection? When you understand the game of life, that is say, it will never be happy with me being small. And if you transcend the test and locate yourself more into initiations, you are truly in the spiritual path. Otherwise, you're just recycling the same challenges over and over and over. Am I making sense? And you will say, I don't have this anymore. Why is coming back? And why is coming back? Because you have not said yes to the initiation. So for different quality, when you retreat, you are offering a test of some sort. Have you noticed after retreats, you're all calm, you have more space, and then the tests come. Are you serious that you are letting go of this or not? Then you say, yes, I am. If that is reaffirmed, then initiation comes in a form of inspiration. You say, oh, now I feel like I want to visit Ireland, or I want to do a new show, or something comes more as a form of initiation rather than a test. And that's the fun. That's when you start living rather than coping. Thank you very much.